I hope we're all excited to be here, especially for those of us that are going to be watching the replay. You're welcome, welcome, welcome. You're welcome to class. So, today we're going to be talking about how busy entrepreneurs get things done. So, you may be feeling like, oh my God, I don't have time. Oh, I don't have time to do this. I don't have time to do that. Even the 24 hours I have is not enough for the things I already have to do. That's why you should be in this life. You will learn how to prioritize, how to focus, how to execute consistently, even if your schedule is packed. And you're learning this from someone who her schedule is packed. I literally have to fit in things to make things work. I even literally have to schedule movie time, dates with my friends. If I don't do it, then I would just live a triangular life, which we all know is not healthy. So by the end of this life, you're going to live knowing how to stop letting time be your excuse. You're going to start getting real results every day. And this life is perfect for business owners struggling to stay consistent, entrepreneurs juggling multiple roles, anyone at all that is looking at reclaiming control over their day. Okay, so I'm going to put up a poll so that people can join us. As people join us, they see it. Okay. For those of us that are just joining, welcome, welcome. This is Fix It with Oma. Okay, so back to what we were discussing today. We're looking at time. We're looking at time. We don't have enough time to do all the things that we need to do, and that's a big problem. So you may have attended one time management lesson or the other, but this one is going to be different because I'm the one teaching it and I'm a master when it comes to time management. There is a lot that I do part time. So if you're looking for who you should be listening to on this topic, then you are at the right place. Maybe you're always constantly too busy to implement ideas. Maybe you're overwhelmed by tasks and responsibilities. Maybe you have low productivity despite all your efforts to show up. Don't worry, you are at the right place, and we're going to give you the clarity that you're looking for. Going to give you the clarity that you are looking for. So, for those of us just joining in, feel free to introduce yourself. Feel free to introduce yourself in the comment section. Use the comment section, introduce yourself, say hi, tell me where you're chatting from. I will definitely say hi back and interact with you. Okay? All right. So, what would you say is one of your greatest time management struggles? You can just drop it in the comments. As I said, I would like this class to be as interactive as possible. So, tell me your top time management struggles. Just tell me in the comment section. I'm going to also look at it. But let's continue with what we have to talk about today. Okay? So, as we've said, some of us, not some of us, at least 90% of us here would have said in the past 1 week, I don't have time at least once. If you're here and you've said, I don't have time at least once in the past 7 days, just drop hi in the comments. So, a lot of us, we are struggling with time. We're struggling with time and we're struggling with excuses. Time is universal. The same time that you have is the same time that I have. But why does it seem like another person could be achieving more with their time than you? Why? It just simply means that you are not using your time well. Results come from how you prioritize and focus on your time. Most excuses always sound like they make sense. One of my favorite quotes about excuses is, most excuses sounds like they make sense. So whether you want to say, oh my god, it's my kids, it's my husband, oh it's my landlord, it's my friend, it's because we don't have lights, it's because we don't have amenities, it's because I don't have capital, it's because I don't, no matter what it is you want to give now, they are all valid. So the crazy thing about excuses is that most of them make sense. But does it stop it from being excuses? Because as you are there using no capital for a reason, your kids for a reason, your spouse for a reason, I can tell you three other people that for those same reasons succeeded. So you have seen it that you did not want it enough. Excuses are often marks for fear, overwhelm, or very poor planning. Let me tell you, nobody has extra time. Oh. So one of the hardest questions for me is when people come and meet me and say, Oma, when will you be free? Ha, I don't know. I don't know. Nobody has extra time. They just choose where to spend it. That's all. So it's not like we have one time that is waiting for us somewhere. We just choose that, okay, we're going to spend it in this place or we're going to spend it in that place. I don't have time is killing your business, and you may not know why, but I'm going to tell you. But there are a couple of reasons though why you may be struggling. That is why these are just, you can call them reasons or you can call them your excuses. And one of them is overwhelm. Overwhelm. You're just trying to do so many things at once. I was in a meeting with my alumni yesterday. So alumni of our internship program. I have a meeting with them once a month, and yesterday was for the was Shad the one that was the one for March. And when I was talking with them, one of them was talking about how she wants to do kitchen business, sell kitchen utensils. She wants to start a hair care business. She wants to do this digital marketing thing, just as she has learned from me, and she's good at it. And what was even the third business? Yeah, spices. She also wants to sell spices. So, and I told her, okay, how many have you done this year? She said it's just that week, that is this week, that she's starting the one for the digital marketing, like restarting it and all that. And then she's thinking of introducing. I said, don't do it. From January to now, you could not do anything. Do you know why? Overwhelm. You're doing too much at once. Now, it's not that you can't do all these things, but you cannot do all of them at once. You build one, it stabilizes. You enter the second one. The very low capital. You're setting yourself up for failure. So the number one reason is overwhelm. The number two reason is you did not prioritize well. You are focusing on low impact tasks. Some of us will get up in the morning. There are things that are going to move the needle for us. There are things that are going to make us money. If only we can do it, we'll leave those things and then go and be doing the one that they not really matter. You will go and be editing your old captions. You will go and be redesigning your highlights. Meanwhile, now all these things that you're doing, they are useless, but you have higher priority tasks. You leave them and go and be doing all those small ones. At the end of the day, you will say, I've been busy, but I don't have money. So when you prioritize poorly, you're going to get results from your execution. Another reason is you are scared to fail. That's fear of failure. You're always hiding behind busyness, but you're not doing productive work. I've been in this one. Yes, so this particular one is very easy to fall inside. Very easy. you will just be busy doing nothing. You are just hiding behind busyness, but there is really nothing that you are achieving. Okay? So, with this particular group of people now, you're going to see that you could be in one thing. There is no growth, there is no progress, you're just stuck because you're hiding behind being busy. And then the fourth reason is poor planning. You're not getting any clear schedule or system. You're just there. You're just there. Which of these feels most like your excuse right now? Which of them? Is it the fact that you are overwhelmed? Is it that you're not prioritizing right? Is it that you have a fear of failure? Or is it that your planning is very poor? Which of them? Just drop it in the comments. Hi, Zuba Sings. Hi. Welcome to the live. So, you might feel you don't have enough time. It might be killing your growth. It might be messing up with your results. But trust me, having enough time is rarely the issue here. Having enough time is not why that's your friend. You're always envious of her about how she's able to achieve so much. Sometimes you will boil it down to her children are not as stubborn as your own. It reminds me of a story. I was talking with a client turned friend, and she was telling me, "Oh my, you don't understand because you don't have kids." So another day, she was now citing an example and mentioned another one of her friends, and that one is doing really good, really, really great things in her industry. And I told her, "What of that one?" She now said, "I've met her children now. When she tells her son to sit down, her son will sit down. Is it this, my own? He will not agree. He will jump on the couch. He will do this. She will do." I told her, "You are making excuses. When you were talking to me, you said it's because I didn't have kids. Now it's because her kids are more obedient than yours. Oh yeah, why didn't you make your kids obedient now?" So you are making excuses. Excuses are your comfort zones, just disguised as logic. Because you don't want to stretch yourself, because you don't want to move yourself, because you don't want to shake things up, you are scared. And that's why you will now put logic there. Are you the first mom to start something? Are you the first wife to start something? Are you the first student to start something? Are you the first business owner to start something? So why will you use all those things as excuses and you think that they make sense? Now let's look at something I like to call the time framework. If you have not shared this live with a friend, you're doing something wrong. Ensure to share with a friend and get them to join us ASAP. Now, the first hack I'm going to give for this time finding framework is you need to identify your time wasters. Like, you need to identify your time wasters. You know all those places I used to waste time. You know. Don't do like you don't know. You know. Social media scrolling, you're doom scrolling up and down. You are having unnecessary meetings. Oh my God. I once worked with a client. It was in-house contract for about 3 months. By the second month of the I messaged and I told her, "Ma, you when I started this work, you complained and told me that your staff, they don't do what they are supposed to do when they are supposed to do it. You know, they don't pay attention to instructions you give, blah blah." Like, you gave me a lot of reasons, and now I can understand why your staff was doing that thing that they are doing. And she was like, that how? I told her, this is the second month of me working. We do meetings at random times. Like, they come up randomly. So somebody can plan their day finish, and then the next we just drop a message, bam, there's a meeting by 4. The next thing, you have left what you have to do to enter meeting. At the end of the day, you may not achieve that thing you set out to achieve because of all those break and quench meetings. And in a meeting, you will still give tasks. There are too much meetings. There are too much meetings. It's not as if you are coming to coach us. You are just coming to talk, 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 talk. So I told her this and she took offense. Unfortunately, she took offense and she said, I'm not going to tell her how to run her business and all that. I apologized and closed my mouth and faced the work that I was there for. But for some of us, that's our time waster. You're just wasting your time, jumping from meeting to the other. There is an intern that I had previously, now in the alumni, and I told her, because she was complaining of time and all that, and I told her, okay, so just run me through your day. And part of what I could see was meetings, meetings, meetings. She's doing discovery call with 5-10 people every day. And then when do you have time to market? When do you have time to create your content? When do you even have time to do the work for the few people that paid you? When? So have you seen it that that person now will be busy wasting their precious time doing what is not even helping them? Are we learning? I'm not seeing our comments, so are we learning? Are you with me? So identify your time wasters. Another time waster is multitasking. Some of us, we always multitasking up and down. We think we are pros. There are things that you can multitask and there are things that you can't multitask. So when you identify your time wasters, I've previously delved deep into this multitasking of a thing. Check previous FIWO sessions for one of them where I really broke down multitasking and the do's and don'ts and all that. So after that, you track your day. Track it for 1 to 3 days and see how it is. You will be able to know the things wasting your time. Trust me, they exist. They exist. Now, the second hack that I'm going to give is for you to prioritize high impact tasks. You know all those tasks that if you execute them, it will bring you money. If you execute them, it will give you ginger to even do more tasks. You know all those tasks. I need you to prioritize those tasks. Make sure that you put them first and foremost, because if you're able to execute them, you are going to have more ginger to execute other tasks after them. So make sure that you are prioritizing your high impact tasks. You can use that strategy that I've shared before, the one of your top 3. Look at your top 3 most important tasks. Then focus on what moves your business forward. So the more you can really master this prioritization of your task, the better your results will be. Some of us have to-do lists, but yet the to-do list don't serve us. In fact, it's as if the to-do list is after our life. It doesn't serve us. And that's because of the fact that we are not prioritizing the high impact tasks. We are busy prioritizing the things that are not really important. I gave some examples earlier. Focus on what moves the needle. Hack number 3, time block like mad. Especially if you're a beginner in time management, use your time blocks and use them well. What's time blocking all about? Is the fact that you pick out a particular block of time, an hour, 2 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours. It depends on how much you can handle at a stretch, and focus. And you will do this every day. So just take it that during this my time blocking time, I am going to focus on those my higher priority tasks. I'm going to focus on them. Protect your power hours for deep work. Those your power hours depend on you. I'm not a morning person and I have tried time blocking in the morning. I always struggled to focus. But when it comes to working in the night, I find it so sweet. I can even work up to 6 hours, 8 hours. I did not move from my desk, not even to drink water. But let it be in the morning, and there must be something, something, something. A client's call, this person's attention is needed, this one, before you know it, something draws my attention. So basically, I make sure that I time block. Your own power hour may be in the morning, it may be in the afternoon, it may be in the evening, it may be late night, it may be midnight. You know yourself and you know best. Hi, Donald. Hi, Lydia. You're welcome to the live. So you would know your power hour, and that is going to affect when you're going to put your time block. The fourth hack I'm going to give you is delegate. Delegate. And even if you can't delegate, at least automate. So we can say this hack is delegate and automate. Outsource low value tasks. All those tasks that they are not really helping you. Is why we used to recommend delegating content writing and your content calendar and all those other low value tasks, delegating it out. Let other people do it and you pay them for their time. So then all those processes that repeat, automate them. Any process that is very repetitive, automate it. The other time I saw I saw somebody and she was creating invoice on Canva. And each person that wants to place an order and all that, she would now put in the price that the person wants, the total of what they want to order, and then she would now send the invoice and all. And I told her, around how many customers do you get in a week? And she said 20 to 30. I said 20 to 30, so you're going to be doing this. And that's very small for her kind of business. That's a very small number. But I digress. 20 to 30, and you are going to be doing this thing repeatedly. Why haven't you automated this process? So I need you to think, what tasks can I delegate or automate this week and going forward? Think. You don't need more hours, you need better focus. Another thing about delegating and automating is when you delegate and automate, you buy hours from another person. So if you delegate and tell me, oh, Oma, set up our campaigns for us or write our captions for us, it means that the 1 hour that I would have used to do that work, or rather that you would have used to do that work, I will now be using my own 1 hour to do that work on your behalf, freeing up your 1 hour to do any other thing that you want. So when you pay an expert, you don't just pay them for their expertise, you're also paying them for their time. That's something that you need to keep in mind. So let's just round up because we are past our mark. So we're supposed to be rounding up our class now. Remember, our FIWO series is always short and sweet. There are some mindset shifts you need to make for this time to work for you. Stop saying I don't have time. That's one. Stop it. You have time. Oh. You have time. The only thing is that you can say, I choose not to prioritize this now. Oh, this is not my priority now. Okay? It's not that you don't have time. It's not your priority now because you have time for other things. You have time to Netflix and chill for 8 hours. But yet, you don't have time to do your content creation. Does that make sense? About priorities, dear. Celebrate your small wins because it's going to help you create momentum. It will help build that ginger. And also remember that consistency plus focus is what's going to give you results and not motivation. I hear people, they will say, I'm not motivated. That's why I've not created content. If it's about motivation, I wouldn't even be on this live. I have had such a stressful week. From Monday till now, I've not rested. I haven't even checked my messages. So it's not I'm not feeling motivated to come here and talk, but it's an appointment that I have. So it's about being consistent. It's about being focused, it's about showing up because I have to. It's about showing up because I have to and the results that I'm looking at getting. It's not about I was motivated to show up. Out of 10 times I show up for things, it might be only 2 that I was happy and motivated to show up for it. But one thing I've learned is that once I get into the zone, I feel happy to be there. But prior to getting there, it's not always fun. So some of us rely too heavily on motivation. I'm not motivated. I'm not motivated. Who is motivated? Is it me? So what's that task that you've been avoiding because of time? How can you schedule it this week? What can you do about it this week? These are questions that you should be asking yourself. And that brings us to the end of today's live. Remember that time is universal. Results are going to come from your focus. They are going to come from prioritization. Excuses are marks for fear or overwhelm. So please, anytime you're making all those excuses, the ones in your head, anybody that works with me will know that I don't even tolerate them. Anyone that you want to give me is flying right over my head, because I have mastered and I have learned it that any excuses you want to give now, they do not have head. It's not valid. You are just saying it to feel better about disappointing yourself. They are not valid. Anyone, no matter what it is you want to give, there is another person in a similar situation as yours or even worse, and that person was still able to be determined, focused, and make it through and get results. So it's not about you and your excuses. Try to pick your power hours. Use your power hours combined with your top task. This is how you're going to get high impact productivity. This is how people can tell you, oh, I worked 4 times, I worked 4 hours on Monday and I was able to achieve everything I set out to do. That only happened because the person used the combination of their power hours and they use their top tasks too. Then delegate and automate as much as possible, especially low-level tasks. Your mindset plus strategy is equals to, or will I say your like a good mindset plus a good strategy is going to give you results. Instead of saying, I don't have time up and down. I don't have time is the excuse that kills more businesses than lack of skill. Time isn't the problem. Priorities and focus are. Pick your top 3 tasks. Block 1 hour, block 6 hours. Delegate, automate, and focus. And that's how results happen. Of course, if you want more from me, you want to work with me, you feel like you need to plan better, you need help in your marketing, whether for your content, your advertising, for your no matter the kind of advertising, Google, YouTube, Meta, that's Facebook and Instagram, TikTok, no matter the kind of ad, you need help with it, feel free to reach out to us. Your 24 hours is enough, but you're struggling because you think that you are El Shaddai. What of one quote that just came to my mind is, if you do like El Shaddai, you shall die. Please, you're not El Shaddai. There's just one El Shaddai. So do the part that you're supposed to do and delegate and automate as much as you can. And I'm going to see you next week, Wednesday, same time, 3 p.m. West African time, for our next FIWO series. I hope you have been able to learn something from today's own. Make sure that this week you avoid distractions, you avoid excuses, delegate and outsource. As in, make sure you're tracking your time. Find those your power hours and use them efficiently. And remember to work on your mindset. It's not about that you don't have time. It's about that you're not prioritizing right. Have an amazing day, everyone. And I'm going to see you in my next live. Bye.